attendance. All right. And we are ready. Bye. All right, so we are live. Glam Girl 101. We're waiting for all the students to come on and get to class. But I mean, hello. The Fashion Bureau of Investigation is here because we were called. Apparently, there's an emergency. So let's figure out what that emergency is all about. Hello, get in here. Fashion 101 has just begun. All right, just waiting for everyone else to get in here. Let's get started. While I am waiting, let's see. We put a memo on the board. Here we go. All right, now we have the memo. Perfect. All right. Hey, what up, girl? All right. So we're about to get started with class. Just trying to wait for everybody to get in here. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Fashion Bureau of Investigations is here. Today is going to be so fun. It's game day. So there's going to be a few items of clothing that I will show you. And I'm looking for you guys to give me the correct answers. As soon as I do attendance, we'll get into the game and we'll see who ends up winning. There'll be a winner today. Super exciting. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to tell you guys just about the rules because we do have to dedicate time towards the individuals who have never seen me before, who have never been here. So let's go ahead and let them know the rules and regulations. But of course, first I have to say hello. We got Benicia, we got Lana. Hello, hello. We got Alicia here. Alicia, I think you gave me what you got because now I'm sick. Now I'm sick, girl. Now I'm just kidding. What school started? So I'm assuming whatever I got from my daughter. Man, I'm congested. But the show still goes on. No worries. I'm well, just a little congested, and we'll jump into class, my dears. So, attendance first. Attendance first. If you see me pulling at this, it's so that I don't show y'all nothing. Show y'all nothing special that you didn't pay to see. All right. So let's see who is in class. So we got Ebony. Ebony was here first. Ebony. Ebony was here first. I almost forgot the I. I'm moving so fast. I'm excited to write her name. Who else do we have here? Yes. All right, Patty. All right. So we have Jasmine. We have Jasmine Log in Williams. All right. All right. We have Miss Patty Cakes. All right. We have Cray I'm, aka Lana. All right. And we have Alicia. Who else do we have? Want to make sure I don't miss a beat. I know I saw Benicia in here. Okay. That grandfire is me. All right. The gang is here. The gang is here. Atranel. Atranel. Okay. Lipstick and pearls. Period. Period. So, for those of you quickly, homework. There has been a few of us, of course, who've already submitted homework. Homework for this entire week is the same every single day. If you were to submit homework today, that would be wonderful for those of you who haven't. I would hate for you to fail this course just week 4. Imagine if you passed week 1, 2, and 3 and you failed week 4 because you didn't turn in your homework. Crazy, crazy. You were going to be on the dean's list, the honor roll, and yet you decided to not do it. That would be horrible, but that's not going to be you. Whoever has not turned in their homework, the highest grade you could get today will definitely be a C, but a C, if that is a passing grade, that is much better than an F. So the homework this week was the following. Select your clothes for the entire week. I would love to see your wardrobe. You will show us the outfits for the remainder of the week, and you will let us know what you did wear on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But we do want to see the full array of outfits for you to go ahead and get the credit. If the outfits are dirty, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then can you show us a picture? You have to scramble in order to get the grade, but you did it to yourself. Whoever did not submit their homework, let me know that you're interested in submitting it today. You will have to join the live in order to get your credits. Because failing week 4 is literally insane. Insane for an A student. So let's go ahead and focus on the rules and regulations of class. Let me pull it up because there may be some people who don't even know who I am. Crazy, right? We got to change that. While I am pulling that up, what's the mood? What's the vibe? How are you? Is anyone else sick? Who woke up on the wrong side of the bed? Who is feeling energized and ready to rock and roll? Who is at work and ready to go? Let me know what's the mood. How's everybody feeling? Let's see. Looking for my syllabus. There we go. That she is. All right. So my syllabus should be popping up any second now. Let me try again. It doesn't want to share. There we go. Syllabus is visible on the board. It looks like Lana, the weather's changing, so there's much things going around. Yeah, there's so many things going around. Absolutely. I will feel better, period. I've been having some like honey Dayquil, and I got my tea right here. You guys will see me sipping it. Just woke up. Atronal is nocturnal. She works nights, so makes sense, makes sense. Stuck in traffic? No. Get your new faja this week. So happy. Did my girl get a BBL? Did my girl make some improvements to the original on the bridge? Patty! Period. Period. So quickly, class. This is for the newcomers. So this is what we're going to look at. We're just focusing on class rules, okay? The culture here is pretty simple. This is a classroom. Let's treat me as a teacher. Be respectful. Even though I'm wearing a leather, this is the Fashion Bureau of Investigation. I'm Agent Banks today. I am not Professor Banks. I am, in fact, Agent Banks. And I'm here to investigate your wardrobe. Now, class rules. God first, gloss second. You get it. We need a hierarchy in our lives to make sure we're not idolizing others or ourselves. And we have to make sure we have a generator. Imagine if you tried to energize yourself. You'd be depleted, or you already are. God, he's going to take over, and he'll handle the rest. That's how you stay on the right course, my dear, with a fully charged battery as well. The next thing is participate. Share the live, like the live, comment. We cannot have a great class without you. It will be as fun as you make it. Take notes. This is a strategy, not an aesthetic. Make sense? Of course it does. Come correct, in glam, on time, and camera ready. Will I ask twice? Absolutely not. Detention is mute. Instagram usually is perfect. YouTube, it gets crazy. So within the scope of this broadcast, we want to make sure that we're being respectful, or you'll be muted. 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 All right. All right. Now, let's get focused. I've gone ahead and took off the syllabus from the screen because I know the girls who know me very well is ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a themed class. We're playing a game. Oh, yesterday was my baby cousin's birthday. She turned 7. Oh, I love that. So cute. Switching over to YouTube because the live is positive. Okay, come to YouTube if you guys are having any issues, okay? I do not know what's going on. I'm trying my best. I thought I had it together. But we're going to focus on the things that I know I have together. So here we go. When it comes to the game, let's stay focused. Let's see. So I'm going to basically explain to you quickly the rules of the game, and then we'll kind of get started, and you'll see what we're doing today. There's going to be a few clothing items that I'm going to show you, and then I want to know where you would wear these items. You'll get it. Let me find my instructions really quickly so I don't misspeak because I am a little drowsy. Okay, so the first game we're going to play is Fashion Crime Scenes. Fashion Crime Scenes, okay? So with fashion crime scenes, I'm going to present a look. I want you to give me an explanation of the evidence here. I'm going to give you a look in a scenario. Tell me what's wrong. What is wrong with this look for that occasion? And what rule is being broken? Whatever detective closes the case, that is the one who gets the points. I'm going to keep a tally here on the board of who is getting the most points so we can have a winner. So we're playing fashion crime scenes. Fashion crime scenes, okay? So now we're not playing with attendance anymore. This is fashion crime scenes. We're going to have to take that out too. All right. Here we go. And points. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and focus on classes. Anyone having any issues with YouTube? Is YouTube buffering for anyone, or are we good to go? Give me a thumbs up if YouTube broadcast looks fantastic. I'll wait on that, just waiting for the delay. Now we're gonna move on until I know there's trouble in sight. Okay, we're all clear on Instagram. Perfect. So Instagram looks beautiful, wonderful. YouTube, is it buffering or are we good? Buffering or are we good? Let's see. All right, everybody's good. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and get started. So, fashion crime scenes. The first thing I'm going to show you is this. Let's go, let's go. So, this is a lovely dress, right? A beautiful dress. It appears that if I were wearing it, it would hit right above the knee. The girls are covered, right? And let's turn it to the back. It looks like we have a cute little keyhole. Now, the suspect in question who wore this dress to church. Was that appropriate? Let me know. Let me know what is wrong. What is wrong with this? And what rule was broken? The suspect in question wore this dress to church. The suspect in question wore this dress to church. Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, that's wonderful to know. Thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind. Keep me posted on any connection issues because I do want to be able to address them. If we can get through the live, perfect. And then I'll address them afterwards during my time. All right. So we're playing a game, fashion crime scenes. Let me know the details of the question I already asked. I presented a look, this wonderful dress, right? The suspect in question wore this dress to church. It hits right above the knee. The girls are covered. There is a keyhole in the back. Let me know what rule was broken. What rule was broken? And what is wrong? What is wrong? I need to close this investigation. Let's close the case. Let's close the case. Okay, so it looks like Autranelle is saying the back of it is too much. So that's what she's saying is wrong with it. The back of it is too much. Let's see. Jasmine is saying the cutouts are not appropriate for church. The back is too much for church. All right, all right. Let's see. I'd say that this dress gives more of a brunch than church. Okay, perhaps too much lace and no jacket to cover up her arms. Ooh, okay. All right. It looks like That Girl on Fire is Me on Instagram has a really good response. So she is saying perhaps the lace is too much and no jacket to cover up her arms. And then we have Jasmine. I really like this answer as well. So the cutouts are not appropriate for church. That's pretty black and white in an investigation, I would think so. Detective Jasmine, I think you definitely got this one, but you're not the only one who did. You're not the only one who did. So let's go ahead and get our points together. All right. So it looks like That Girl on Fire is Me has something to say as well. So Jasmine, we're definitely going to go ahead and give you a point. Jasmine has a point because yes, the backless cutout, not appropriate for church. That was a clear and concise answer. The investigation is closed. Now let's see who else had something to say that also was appropriate. The back is too much for church. All right, Miss Lana. All right, Miss Lana. And then we also have Autranelle. All right. The back of it is too much skin. The back of it is too much skin. All right. And then we also have that girl on fire is me. She has another point. So she is saying the dress, it gives more of a brunch vibe than church. So that's what she's saying is wrong with it. And the rule that is broken is perhaps too much lace and no jacket to cover up her arms. So she hit on the fact that it was a lace dress. Lace is normally something seen as a little sassy, something that is a little trying to find the right word, but you get where I'm going, right? It's a little sexy lace. The way that it was presented on that dress was actually quite sweet. So I will say the lace itself wasn't too much, but I love the underlying rule that you're getting at, which is not appropriate for church. That is a more traditional outlook. And church is a traditional location with traditional rules. We are looking to praise the Lord, not to be seen like we're looking for a husband. So yes, yes. Well, maybe not even looking for a husband, maybe looking for a hot date and lace. So I love that. The other rule that you mentioned is a jacket. Covering up your arms in church is a must. Is a must. There's no way that girl on fire is me is not going to get a point. She's actually going to get 2 for the comments that she made. And I cannot leave out Lana, and I can also not leave out who else? Atranel. All right. So it looks like a few of the girls are on the board, and some of you haven't even started playing at all. Too bad. So sad. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see who will win the game. So we are playing a wonderful game called Fashion Crime Scenes. Fashion Crime Scenes. This is where students analyze the evidence. I'm going to give you a look. I'm going to give you an outfit. You're going to let me know what's wrong. What rule is broken? Maybe I showed you a specific look and the outfit is too sloppy. I want you to offer me what is wrong and what rule is broken, because we as detectives are investigating to make sure every look is polished. Here is the next item we are going to discuss. The suspect in question is wearing this beautiful skirt. The suspect in question is wearing this beautiful skirt. The skirt is being worn in the fall and winter season. Fall and winter season. Let me know. What is wrong? What is wrong? And what rule is being broken? What is wrong and what rule is being broken? All right. Let me go ahead and hang it up here for your viewing pleasure. Also trying not to get marker on the suspect's clothes. But let's see. All right. All right. So it looks like we do have some answers from Miss Ebony. So Ebony on YouTube is saying some wonderful things. So she is saying it's a spring dress, and she's saying it's out of season. Out of season. Okay. Love that. Love that. So it's a spring dress that's out of season. We definitely have to put Ebony on the board. Ebony is on the board. It is definitely more of a spring summer item. Absolutely. Absolutely. So it'd be out of season to wear it during that particular time of the year. The color and material is meant for a different season. Lana, this is a closed case. What an educated answer. You sound like a seasoned detective. Miss Lana, it's the color and it's the material. That makes it inappropriate for this season. I love it. I love it. So, Lana, that is going to be 2 points. That is going to be 2 points because both points you made were accurate. The case is closed. Let's see who else. Who else has answers on Instagram? Looking at the Instagram chat, this is what we have. All right. So that girl on fire is me. Miss Isis is saying that's more of a summer color. That shade of yellow, or is it green? Exactly, exactly. It's not the right color of the season for fall and winter. All right, very educated. Winter and fall are more of a deeper, darker colors typically. Okay, I love that. I love that. So it looks like she touched on color. She touched on the color itself, and it's not right for the season. She highlighted the colors that were, in fact, right for said season. The main topic, the main discovery of what was wrong was the color. Was the color. Isis, you are absolutely going to get a point. She went in detail about the color topic. It was an educated answer. Definitely a detective who's been here, a seasoned professional. Here we go. It looks like we have Audrey. I would wear it in the spring summer because it's flowy in the color. Okay, okay, I gotcha. And let's see, patty cakes not for the winter and definitely out of season. More of a spring summer type of vibe. Okay. Also, the skirt is flowy and a maxi skirt. Very spring summer. Very spring summer. I like that. I like that. Absolutely. 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 I am going to cap off the answer to this question just because I did confirm early on who was right. And I don't want to give anyone points based off of them already knowing the answer. So it looks like the only people who are going to get points for that question are definitely Lana and Isis. Lana and Isis so far. All right. Let's move on to the next crime scene. What are we investigating? What are we investigating now? Let's see. So we have a wonderful trench coat. A wonderful trench coat. And this one, in fact, has a hood. It actually, in fact, has a hood. So the suspect in question is wearing this coat. The suspect in question is wearing this coat. But it is now winter. It is now winter. What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong here? The suspect in question is wearing this trench coat. It's very long, it's fitted. It also has a hood. What is wrong here? And what rule is broken? What rule is broken? The suspect in question is wearing this trench coat. And it is, in fact, deep in winter. It's also not raining. It's also not raining today. What is wrong? What is wrong? This is a little tricky. A little tricky. I'm going to let all the answers come in before I confirm or deny who is correct. Who is correct? All right. Do they have anything else? Oh, that's a good question. So it looks like Alicia is wondering if they have anything else. Maybe another coat? All right. Let's see what else we have. There's a bunch of answers that came in. So I'm on the Instagram chat and we are seeing that the material is not warm enough, says Atra now. Let's jump back over to YouTube and see what's happening. The color and material is meant for a different season. Too thin for winter, says Lana. Looks like something made for rain. Made for rain. All right. That girl on fire is me, Miss Isis. I'd say that's more of a fall coat. Particularly a trench coat is for rainy areas since it has a hood. It wouldn't It wouldn't correlate. It wouldn't correlate? Circulate. There we go. Words are hard. It wouldn't circulate any heat and isn't practical for serious layering. All right. Too thin for the winter and needs to be thicker. Okay, for the season. All right. All right. So now that all the answers have come in, let's go ahead and see who gets the point. So the first answer we had was on YouTube from Miss Lana. So Lana, you nailed it. So what Lana was saying is the color and material, right, is meant for a different season. She's saying it's too thin for winter. And it looks like something made for rain. It looks like something made for rain. We mentioned, right? The coat was being worn by the suspect in the winter on a non-rainy day. So they're just wearing it as a winter coat. And Lana is saying that it's also too thin. It's too thin. It's not raining and it's too thin. So it will not be able to keep that person warm. All right, Miss Lana. So you will go ahead and get that point. She had the fastest answer on that one as well. All right, Lana. She's ready to play the game. So let's see who else has answered. And they won't be able to use Miss Lana's answer. So let's see who has it. So that girl on fire is me. All right. She was saying that the trench coat is for rain and it has a hood. It wouldn't circulate any heat and is impractical for seasonal layering. Okay, so she's saying the coat itself isn't warm enough. It's not warm enough for winter. It's not warm enough for winter. The way she worded it was very different than how Lana worded it, but they're both getting at the same result. Also, they're on two different platforms, so they weren't seeing each other's answers before. Perfect. All right. It looks like that girl on fire is definitely going to get the point. And then we also have Alicia in the chat. She is nailing it. She is saying, hey, do they have anything else? She's saying, what is wrong? What is wrong? They're wearing the coat as a coat. It's not just a coat. It is a coat for a particular time, a particular season, a particular type of weather. So wearing it in the winter on a non-rainy day, that's not even what it was made for. All right, Alicia, way to come back. So Alicia is going to get 1 point. It looks like Isis is definitely going to get a point as well. All right, all right, all right. We definitely have some other really great answers, but they're very similar to what was already said. So I will have to take the top answers based on when they came in first. All right, so let's go ahead. And unless you have something different, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next question. All right. So we're going to circle back to the skirt. And we're going to word a question a little bit differently. It's going to be a this or that. This or that. All right. Let's go ahead and do a this or that. Let's see. Before I get started, I want to make sure the screens look okay. 1 moment. Let's see. All right. Okay. Sorry, I just got a connection in from our tech associate, and I was working on that. So the picture is good, perfect. So let's go ahead and stay focused. When it comes to the game, you know I love to play, and you do too. So back to the skirts. So we have 2 skirts. We have 2 skirts. They are exactly the same. The only difference is the color. Is said color. Let's talk about shopping strategically. If you saw both of these skirts on the rack and you only had enough money to buy one, which one would you buy for your capsule wardrobe and why? Which skirt would you buy for your capsule wardrobe and why? And why? A this or that. A this or that. Let's see. Let's see. I'll give you a moment to type your answers. I'll give you a moment to type your answers. All right. The answers are coming in. So we're going to start with the Instagram chat. This is what we're saying. Isis, that girl on fire is me. I'd buy the beige one because it's more practical and easier to diversify with clothes. With clothes. I love that. I love that. Okay. So for her capsule wardrobe, Isis is saying she would buy the beige skirt because it is going to be much easier to wear. It's going to be more wearable. Okay. All right. She's going to be able to diversify it easier, right? With more clothes. Astronel is saying the white, okay, because it can be worn with more items, okay? Because it can be worn, right, with more items. Okay, is that white? It's beige. It is beige. If it's translating white for you, whatever color you want to say it is based on what you see in the video, I'm okay with that. All right, beige, multiple use. Okay, okay. So let's go ahead and look at the answers over on YouTube. The answers on YouTube? Hold on. Hold on. What are we saying, guys? All right. I can make more matches with the white one, says Lana. Okay, I can wear the white. The white can be a part of a capsule wardrobe, says Jasmine. All right. Now we have ebony, cream, because it's neutral. It looks like everybody got the right answer. I thought this might be a trick question, but apparently no. We're building a capsule wardrobe. Okay, let's continue. So we have Miss Lana. So Miss Lana, all right, and she's saying white hands down. We're gonna go ahead and give Lana her points. Is Lana in the lead? Woo! You guys have some competition. So we have Jasmine and Ebony. All right, Jasmine and Ebony. All right. Who else? It looks like Alicia has a wonderful answer as well as Atranel. Atranel. All right. So Alicia and Atranel, let's go ahead and give you your point. Okay, okay. I don't believe Benicia is here anymore. Benicia, if you're here, let us know because you're not on the board, girl. Who else we got? Patty Cakes, Patty Cakes. Let's see. Let's see. Let me go ahead and make sure. Patty Cakes, you actually did get a point for the trench coat. So let me go ahead and get you on the board. All right. Now that we have that taken care of, let's get back to the game. Let's see. All right. So we're going to do another this or that because you guys are actually really good at this. And I need to make sure who is the one of you, the lucky one, the chosen one, who is going to be the official FBI. The official FBI. A lot of you are entry-level detectives, but only one of you is an official FBI agent. I work for the Fashion Bureau of Investigations, and I'm looking for a partner. So, which one of you is it? Whoever wins the game, of course. Back to said game. Blazers. We have two jackets. We have two jackets. This is jacket number 1. This is jacket number 2. Now, taking a look at both jackets, let me know which one would you wear where. I'm looking for two detailed answers. When would you wear these and where to? When would you wear these and where to? Hurry up, because whoever gets the right answer first wins. This is going to be only one person wins. Who has the answer? The perfect answer. I'm looking for the first answer on Instagram and the first answer on YouTube. There's only the possibility of 2 points. Who's going to get one of said points? Let's see. Just waiting for the answers to come in. I know you guys are thinking hard. This is a tricky one. Okay. When you're letting me know which jacket, I want you to tell me the color of said jacket. Tell me the color of said jacket. And let me actually refer to them as a blazer because they're both blazers. I'm going to mess you guys up on that. So I have 2 blazers, right? I have the blue blazer, and I have the brown blazer. Let me go ahead and bring it forward in the camera so you can take a really good look at the blazer. All right. Brown and blue. Based on both of these blazers, which one would you wear where? So what season, where to, when? When would you wear them? When would you wear these blazers and where? For example, blazer blue. I would wear this one to my circus act in the middle of the ring. Tell me where you would wear them and when. Okay. Let's see. Okay, too casual. All right. Finally catching up. All right, Christine is in the building. Barbie is here. Wonderful. Okay, the way the answers are coming in, it's really confusing. So go ahead and retype your questions based on saying blue blazer or brown blazer and let me know when you would wear them and where. When you would wear them and where. Isis, I'd wear the one on the right. See, we can't do right or left. We have to do color. This one's a little hard and it might be based on how I worded it. All right, let's move on. This one's getting a little hard. Suspect wore this particular skirt to work. The suspect wore this skirt to work. Now I need you guys to investigate. What's wrong? What is wrong? And what rule is broken? Suspect wore this skirt to work. What's wrong? What rule was broken? Go ahead and let me know in the chat. No! Isis just said no. No. I need a why. We're moving on from the blazer question. All right. Looks like Lana has an answer that she submitted for investigation. Let's see. All right. We have Patty Cakes and Isis with an answer. So it looks like Isis is saying it's too short. And not appropriate for the work environment. Patty Cakes is saying miniskirt is not appropriate. It's inappropriate for work, actually. All right. Isis is saying it's giving office siren. And people have gotten fired for that. All right. It looks like Ebony over on YouTube is also saying it's given office siren. All right. So let's go ahead and tally up the points. So the first one we have Miss Lana. And she definitely said it was too short. Too short for business casual. Okay. So Lana, let me give you your points. Let's give Lana her points. Let's see. Back over on Instagram, let's see who else deserves their points. Isis, it's too short and not appropriate for work. Too short and not appropriate for work. Isis, you are correct. You are correct. Let's go. Patty cakes. Mini skirt at work? Inappropriate. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's making a comeback. She's making a comeback. Let's see. Anyone else I missed? Ebony? She's saying it's too short unless it's a fashion job. Love to hear it. Unless it's a fashion job. It's giving office siren. All right, Miss Ebony. She's letting us know what is wrong. What is wrong with that particular look? What is wrong? All right, Ebony. Everyone has their points. Give me my points. Everyone got their points. All right, the game is not over. We've just started. So let's go ahead and get into the question. All right. So we have 3 white blazers. 3 white blazers, okay? I'm going to ask you which one should we wear. I'm going to tell you where we're going. So this is blazer, sleeveless blazer, sleeveless blazer. This is what we'll call this, sleeveless blazer. All right. We'll call this one tweed blazer. We'll call this one tweed blazer. All right. And last but not least, we'll call this one cream blazer. All right. So the suspect is going to church. Which blazer would she wear? Sleeveless, tweed, or cream? Our suspect is going to church. Which blazer would she wear? All right. Looks like I had to put somebody on mute. I see you, Lana. Let's get them out of here. The YouTube chat was getting a little crazy. Now you're on mute. You know who you are. Ebony saying cream. The cream blazer to church. The cream blazer to church is what Ebony would select. All right, Miss Lana. Hold on, I dropped them. All right. Lana is saying the tweed blazer. The tweed blazer is what she would go ahead and wear to church. To church. Let's see. The cream blazer would be perfect. All right. All right. That is what Isis is saying, cream. Patty Cakes is also saying cream. All right. All right. All right. So I'm going to ask another question. Out of all 3 blazers, which one would you choose? Suspect. Suspect is going to work. Suspect is going to work, and she grabs which blazer that would suit her location the best. Which blazer would you wear to work? Which blazer would you wear to work? It looks like Isis. Isis had an answer for the church blazer question, and she's saying she'd wear either the cream or the tweed. They both are appropriate with the right fit. All right. All right. Neither. Okay. Audrina is saying she would not wear neither blazer to work. Okay. Patty Cakes is saying I'd have to say I'd wear the tweed for the work location. The tweed for the work location. All right. Tweed blazer to work. Tweed blazer to work. Okay. Ebony is saying the tweed or the cream. Okay, okay. What about Jasmine? She is in here. Okay, just an update for the delay, pressure banks. Okay. I'm a whole question behind and the delay. I can see answers well before the question. Okay, also, okay, one full question and answers. Okay. I don't know why there is a delay. I have no idea. I'm so sorry, my girl. I'll put that up just so everybody can also see what you're saying on Instagram. And if anyone else can attest to having the same issues, let me know. Let me know. While I have you, and if you do have a moment, I'm going to ask Jasmine, can you troubleshoot? See if you can go ahead and leave the Instagram app and then return. I'm sorry. I meant YouTube. You're watching on YouTube. I almost forgot. Leave the YouTube application and go ahead and close out of it and then come back in. Let me know if you're having the same issues because I'm not seeing anyone else does, but it looks like they'll tell me shortly. All right. So we have some other answers coming in. All right. That girl on fire is me. She was saying she'd wear both depending on my ranking. Tweed most definitely. All right. Okay. Yeah. The tweed has the monogram and the cream is short sleeve. Okay. That's why I say neither. Okay. Okay. So Atrina is saying none of the above. None of the above. That gun fires me. Okay, wait. No. So this is the sleeveless blazer. This one is sleeveless. Here we go. This is the cream blazer. And this is the tweed blazer. All right. All right. So it looks like the answers are in. So let's go ahead and see who gets their points. Let's go ahead and see who gets their points. Okay, that makes sense. So I wasn't tripping. Okay, so when it comes to church, church is not normally one of two things, right? Church is normally either super hot or really cold because the AC is jumping. It is a location where you would wear a professional attire, business casual, or sometimes they would take it all the way up to premium business. Okay? So at church, you would always want to wear sleeves. So this blazer would have to cancel out unless you're going to also wear sleeves, which would change the look. So I would say no to this for church. No to this for church. Now we're in between the two. So when it comes to these two blazers for church, let's see what is going to be the best option. The best option. Here we go. This blazer within itself wouldn't be a bad option. It's a structured blazer. It's completely covered up top. There's no low cuts for a lot of cleavage. It is streamlined and fitted to the body. It looks structured and tailored. So this is absolutely something you could wear to church. Definitely wear to church. It's not too flashy. All right, all right. The next option is this particular tweed blazer. So this blazer, it has a 3/4 sleeve. So it is a little bit shorter and it's gonna just hover a little bit, right, above your wrist. Now, it is a little bit warmer, which is wonderful if your facility, your church location has a wonderful, wonderful central air system. It'll keep you warm. It is very summer. The buttons add a little bit of razzle dazzle. If you go to a church where people tend to dress up, I would say this would also be a wonderful choice for church as well. It looks like they both could perfectly be worn without issue, without issue. Absolutely, absolutely. This one looks more prestigious, as if you go to a college or are part of a club as well. So I would say you could wear both. You could wear both. Let's go ahead to see who said that. Who said that? So looking through the chat, who said they could wear both to church? Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see. Cream, 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 tweed, tweed. Okay. Ebony. Ebony on YouTube said both. Said both. Okay. Ebony on YouTube said both. And let me know, Jasmine, if you're still having issues. Maybe you could watch on Instagram. Looks like the girls on Instagram are not having any issues. Let's see. Who else said both on Instagram? All right. It looks like I'd wear the cream or the tea, mainly out of personal preference. Okay, officer. Listen! All right. So we have two individuals who nailed that answer. It was a tricky question. So we have Ebony and Isis. Ebony and Isis. The next thing all right, astronaut, I see you. We will not be here that much longer. So I love that you told me that. Any updates that you guys have, let me know. Any updates on time, let me know. So the next thing I asked was wearing said blazers to work. Which one would you wear to work? To work. Let me see. All right. Cream tweed. Da, 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 da. All right. You might have to skip the live. Da, da. Let's see who had an answer for work. Just skimming. Okay. I have to say the tweed for the work location. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're definitely ranking most definitely tweed. Okay. All right. Okay, it looks like no one got this answer. So let me explain. So when it comes to work, it would be it would be these two. So these two blazers would absolutely be work appropriate. Work appropriate. Work is normally a location where you are not intended to be too flashy and you are intended to look put together, serious, polished, right? Competent. When it comes to this blazer, why I'm ruling it out isn't the shape or the structure. It's absolutely related to the emblem. The way this looks is more of a weekend blazer. It looks like you are a part of a membership, a part of an organization. The way it's set up, it looks like you are a part of a university, some type of organization. You're a part of a club, not like you are part of a work organization. So that's why I would rule that one out. The other two would be great options. It looks like nobody got that one right, and it's totally okay because you guys are getting all the other answers. So let's go ahead with a new question. A new question. All right. So we have three different dress pants. We have three different dress pants. Which one did our suspect select for their capsule wardrobe? You can only choose two out of the three. For a capsule wardrobe, let's do a little bit of investigating. Which one should our suspect choose? Which one should they choose, detectives? You can choose 2 out of the 3. We have purple, we have khaki, we have dark khaki, and we have salmon. You can choose to name them whatever you would like. Just make sure it's clear in the chat. I need to know which ones, which 2 out of 3 would you choose for a capsule wardrobe? Let me know. Let me know. All right. Pink and olive. What else do we have? All right. We have Alicia. She's back. She was driving. Just waiting for those responses. All right. So pink and olive, pink and khaki. All right. Dark khaki and salmon. Okay. All right. Just waiting a few more moments to make sure I'm going to get everyone's answers. I say the khaki and the olive one. There's more ways to style those too. All right. All right. It looks like all the answers have come in. That girl on fire is me. You definitely get your point. You definitely get your point. Then we also have Ebony. Ebony has come back with a power move, okay? We got patty cakes and we have Lana. Lana, okay? We got patty cakes, okay? All right. Want to make sure I get everyone's answer. Did we get Ebony? Ebony? Yes. Ebony got her points. All right, all right. So it looks like the points have been delivered. Woo. I had to take a moment and get those boots off. My gosh. All right. Let's go ahead. Who is in the lead? Who is in the lead? Let me see. So we have That Girl on Fire is me. And we have, all right. So it looks like Lana and That Girl on Fire is me. You guys are tied. You guys are tied. All right. All right. Suspect is going to a wedding. Our suspect is going to a wedding. Our suspect is going to a wedding. Which dress should she wear? Which dress should she wear? Our suspect is going to a wedding. Which dress should she wear? Our suspect is going to a wedding. These are the 2 options. The first dress and the second dress. Our suspect is going to a wedding. And the wedding is on September 1st. September 1st. Which dress should she wear? Which dress would be the most appropriate? All right, Artronelle is saying the blue. Okay. Okay. Lana's saying immediately the blue. Immediately the blue. Okay. Christina's saying the second dress. The second dress. Okay. Oh, the brown. Okay, Lana's changing her answer. Lana's changing her answer. Okay. The second dress is fall. Okay, Christine. All right. Christine is saying the second one because that is a more of a fall dress. Alicia is also in agreement and saying the same thing, the second one. Okay. Let's see. So Autranel said the blue one. Patty said the blue one. So they're both saying the first dress. Autranel has some other questions. Where is she located? Okay, September. I cannot give you any more details. They are going to a wedding and it is on September 1st. Which dress should she wear? Let's see. That Girl on Fire is Me is saying, okay, the second because it's more fall. Okay, in Midwest. Okay, okay. All right. All the answers are locked in. Let's go ahead and see who won that round. All right. So the answer is actually going to go to Audranelle and Patty. Audranelle and Patty. Let's see. So Patty Cakes, you get a point. And Audranelle, you get a point. All right. All right. So the reason why they got that answer right, the blue one, right? The first one, this dress right here is the dress that should be worn on September 1st. On September 1st, okay? So the reason why is because the first day of fall is actually September 22nd. So the fall rules will not apply. This dress is a dressier item, it's more elevated, so it would look more appropriate for a wedding. Normally, a wedding is a dressy occasion. Often, often it could even be black tie. Now, this is not a black tie wedding, but they are expecting their guests to look appropriate. So the blue dress would be much more fitted, elegant, and it has enough structure and sass to flow through the night. September 22nd is the first day of fall. So September 1st wouldn't be considered fall. There we go. There we go. All right. It looks like that is all my questions for the game. So the crime scene was solved. And let's see who closed the case. Who closed the most cases? I need to crown our detective because we are the Fashion Bureau of Investigations. And there were a lot of applicants to join the squad, the agency, and only one could actually win. Let's get you certified. Who is the winner? Who is the winner? The crazy thing is, we have a tie. We have a tie. Should we keep the tie or should we do a tiebreaker question? All right. So we have Lana, and we have That Girl on Fire. So, should we do a tiebreaker question? A tiebreaker question? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Okay, perfect. So That Girl on Fire is me and Lana. Are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, type ready in the chat. Lana and That Girl on Fire is me. If you're ready, type ready in the chat. All right, ready? Let me see. All right. Okay, so this question is for Lana and Patty Cakes. If anyone else wants to answer, they definitely can, but you can only submit your answer after Lana, and after that girl on fire is me. Just so that they don't steal your answer, okay? We don't want to influence them. But one of them is going to win. You guys can type out your answers if you also want to participate, but just don't hit send until after they've answered. That way, you won't give them your perfect answer. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So here is the question. Wardrobe alibi. Wardrobe alibi. A friend accuses you of committing a crime of outfit repetition. How do you prove your innocence? By styling the same outfit 3 different ways. A friend accuses you of outfit repetition. How do you prove your innocence? By styling the outfit 3 different ways. By styling the same outfit 3 different ways. Let me see it. Let's see. Okay, I left and come back. Okay, let's see. Are we still frozen? No! No! It looks like we're frozen on Instagram. All right, everyone's gonna come to YouTube, okay? Everyone's gonna come to YouTube. Instagram is frozen. Oh, oh, no. It's okay though. I told everyone to come over, so they should be joining us now. Okay. Okay. I don't know what is going on, but it's not time to worry about that now. It's time to do a tiebreaker. Lana and Isis. We just got to get Isis over here and we're ready to go. There we go. Let's go. So I'm going to repeat the question, okay? This is the tiebreaker between the two of you. Wardrobe alibi? Do you have it? Lana and Isis. A friend accuses you of being an outfit repeater. You're an outfit repeater. How do you clear? How do you clear your case? How do you give yourself an alibi? This is how. You're going to prove your innocence by styling the same outfit 3 different ways. Go ahead and give me your best answer in the chat. Whoever answers the best wins. Whoever's the most convincing that they're innocent and they're not an outfit repeater wins. A friend accuses you of committing a crime of outfit repetition. How do you prove your innocence? By styling the same outfit 3 different ways. Let's see. So it looks like we have Lana. Lana, you can't give up. We need three different ways you styled the same outfit, Miss Lana. A full answer, a full educated answer. Because I need another detective. It's me, your educator, but I need somebody else on the squad, on the agency, the Fashion Bureau of Investigations. Will it be Lana or will it be Isis? Let's see. Let's see. Isis, I might be an outfit repeater. She's an outfit rememberer, which is just pathetic. Okay, I love. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. Let's see. This is a hard one. I'm going to give you another question. This might be a little bit more helpful. Quick fire. Whoever answers first, okay? You can only wear one accessory to make a plain black dress look unforgettable. Which do you choose? And why? And why? Why is it your strongest piece of evidence? Let's see. Isis and Lana, who has the better answer? You can only wear one accessory to make a plain black dress look unforgettable. Which do you choose and why? Why is it your strongest piece of evidence? Lana and Isis. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Looks like Ebony's the only one who has an answer. It looks like Ebony's the only one who has an answer. Is that it? Lana and Isis, you're out the game? Nothing? Nothing? All right. Well, that's the live, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for class. This was a really fun game. Thank you guys for playing. I will see you tomorrow at noon, and we'll get started with class. I guess no one has an answer. That's class. Tie did not break. We have 2 winners. Thank you guys for playing. All right.